Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Teresa, and you guys, I just looked at my subscriber count and I have officially made it over 200 subscribers. So thank you to each and every one of you 200 people who have subscribed to my channel. You just make my heart so happy. Like I said, thank you to each and every one of you who has subscribed to my channel, because you guys, it really means a lot to me. It really does. And I know some people might be like, oh, 200 is like nothing, that's very few, but like that's 200 people, 200 that care about what I have to say. Like, mind-boggling. Yeah, I'm so grateful to those of you who have shared my channel, who have talked about my channel, who have just been here to support me, whether you're a brand new supporter or you've been here for a long time. Thank you so much. I have been really dealing with some pretty hard stuff recently in my personal life, and just knowing that you guys care, and even though that I sometimes disappear like I did for the past 2 months, you guys are still here and you're still willing to listen to what I have to say. It really means the world to me. And with all that said, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, would you please consider subscribing? Because I would really love to have you. I really want to grow my channel. I'm trying really hard to grow my channel, and it just would make my heart real happy if you decide to stick around. So this video is going to be, at least the first half of this video is going to be a little bit of a repeat for those of you who have been subscribed to my channel for a while, just because I want to introduce myself, really talk about who I am, what I read. I believe I did this in the beginning of the year. I did kind of an intro video to my channel, but I know I've gained a ton of subscribers since said video. So I was just like, you know what? I need to make a way back into BookTube somehow, because I've been gone for 2 months. And why not just come on and talk about myself? Because, you know, that's always fun. Who doesn't like to talk about themselves, right? But no, really, I'm trying to learn how to grow my channel. And so I think it's important that you guys, if you're subscribed to me, you know what kind of content you're going to be getting on this channel. The later half of this video, I will, if I can remember, I will try to timestamp. I'm so sorry if I forget, but I will try to remember to timestamp. The later half of this video, I will be talking about where I've been, what I've been reading, what my reading plans are for July and June, and kind of like, you know, what's happening with this channel. So stay tuned if you would get through the kind of introductory stuff, and we will get to books, I promise. So first off, about me, hello. Like I said, my name's Teresa, and I am 34 years old, and I live in the Portland metro area, Portland, Oregon. That is where I was born and raised, and that is where I am still currently living. So I am in a very committed long-term relationship. My boyfriend and I are talking marriage, and we're really hoping that within the next couple of years, that is where my trajectory will go. We're long distance. Josh is my boyfriend. He lives in Boise, Idaho. He's lived there the entire time we've been together, which has now officially been 10 years, which is crazy sauce. I do travel to Boise a lot. His job makes it very difficult for him to come see me, so I usually go see him. When I travel, I normally don't read a lot, just because Josh is not a reader, and because of the fact that we are long distance, of course I want to spend all my time with him, not reading. So the content usually kind of dies down a little bit around those times, but I'm working on pre-filming and getting a bunch of like back film stuff, so that when there are times when I am not reading and that I am gone for a while, I won't just leave you guys hanging. There'll actually be content on my channel. That's not the case yet, but I'm working on it. Another important thing you should know about me, and that will pop up in this channel, is I have a dog. He is a German Shepherd. His name is Ranger, and he is not quite 2 years old. He will actually be 2 on the 4th of July. He's a little freedom puppy, a little independence puppy, and while he is maturing, and he will be almost 2. If you guys know German Shepherds, you know they really don't become adults until they're like 3, maybe even a little bit over that. So he is still a puppy. He is well behaved, but he's still puppy. So he definitely has his moments where he will make appearances, or he'll be making a lot of noise in the background, and I try to work around him as best as possible. Right now he's currently sleeping. He's being a very good boy, but he has this tendency to like be super behaving all day, and then the second I turn on the camera, he's like, woo, it's my time to shine. And he has to make noise and be in my face, and yeah. So if you've been around here a long time, I'm sure you've seen Ranger cameos, but just know that going forward you probably will be seeing Ranger cameos. So if you like dogs, this is the channel for you because I have a dog and he's most often in my videos. So really quickly, why don't I tell you guys what kind of content you will see on this channel, what I like to read, what I don't like to read. As of right now, my plans for this channel are I post, well, videos like this where I just sit down, talk to you all, update on the stuff that's going on. But my biggest things are my TBRs. I take part in readathons a lot. I do, well, I haven't really done them much this year, but I'm working on it. The plan going forward from the channel is TBRs and wrap-ups. I do a lot of tag videos, and I am trying to do vlogs, like weekly reading vlogs, so to bring you guys along on my day-to-day and kind of getting a glimpse into what I'm reading, what my thoughts are in the moment, so that my wrap-ups won't be so long because I have a tendency to make very long videos. The kind of books that I like to read, or that I would say primarily read, are YA fantasy and adult thrillers. Those are probably my two main genres of books that I read. I am starting to dabble into adult fantasy a little bit more, and I do read middle grade and YA thrillers as well. But I usually prefer the more darker, grittier stuff, and you don't find that in YA or middle grade, just, you know, obviously. So I prefer adult thrillers. So I do like kind of the more dark and gritty type of literature, but I'm not really a horror reader. Like I said, I usually stick to thrillers, suspense, psychological suspense, that kind of thing. I don't read a lot of horror. I am a Christian, and so I just don't find that horror necessarily aligns with my beliefs for the most part. There are exceptions, obviously, I think, to every rule, and you know, every individual is different, but for me, I would say it's rare that I will read a actual classified horror book. I do, though, like to read Christian thrillers, Christian suspense. It's not classified as Christian horror because publishing reasons, like Christian and horror is kind of an oxymoron, I think. Most people, you know, wouldn't think that you can have a Christian book that's also a horror book. I would beg to differ. But I do like to read more of the darker, grittier Christian books. And I think like part of that reason is because the darker the darker the space, the more impact a light has, right? So if you're in a pretty lit room and then you have a flashlight, it's not going to make that much of a difference. But if you have a very, very dark room and you shine a flashlight, it's going to make a huge difference. And I feel like that's the same with my books too. Like I've been through some stuff in my life. Now, nothing, you know, there's obviously people in this world that have it way worse than me, of course. But I have struggled throughout majority, like from early teens into now. I have had some rough go at life. And I find that I need the darker, grittier stuff to remind me of the light. You know, it's just kind of how I am. So yeah, I do like that. With the caveat though, is I do not read explicit sexual stuff. That's why I like to read a lot of Christian books too, is because they usually don't have, you know, especially if it's labeled Christian, I can almost guarantee you it will not have that kind of content in it, which I appreciate. So with that said, I don't read romance. Romance is not the genre for me. I have never really been a big romance person. I don't mind if there's romance in my books. I just don't want my book to be about romance. So hopefully that makes sense. And like I said, I love fantasy, but I do not read romantic fantasies or fantasy or romance or whatever they're called, just because I prefer that the main plot is, you know, not romance. If romance is a subplot, a side thing, that's fine. You know, I read YA fantasy. Of course, every YA fantasy has some sort of romance in it, but it's not the main story, and that is what matters to me. So you will not be finding any romance books on this channel. Again, there's always an exception to the rule. Another genre that I do not read is I do not read contemporary. I just don't like it. I need something more. I need some fantastical element. I need some grit. I need something, and contemporary just doesn't do it for me. Again, with the small occasions, sometimes I'll read like a middle grade that is a contemporary, but it very depends heavily on the book and the topic and, you know, all of that stuff. I can't say like I never read this genre because who knows, I might. So I don't want to like lie or anything. But majority of the content on this channel is fantasy and thriller. I am dabbling more into biblical fiction as well. I've been really kind of finding my love for it again. I read a lot of biblical fiction when I was younger and just kind of walked away from it for a while, and now I'm back. I'm reading more. So if that's something that interests you as well, I will be reading more of that on this channel. So stay tuned, guys, because I'm really excited. I have some fun stuff coming up. I'm almost done with this little intro part here. One thing that I think that is really important that you guys do know about me is I'm chronically ill. I also have mental illness. I am clinically depressed, and both of these things, so my chronic illness, I have multiple chronic illnesses. The chronic illnesses and the mental illness really do affect me on as far as how well I'm able to do this channel. I haven't posted a video since April 1st. I had real big plans in April. I had like 3 different TBRs I was gonna do. I was gonna do my Jurassic TBR, which is my TBR game that I play every month or try to play every month. I have the Spring into Christian Reading-thon, Spring into Christian Fiction Reading-thon, and the Aurelium TBR, plus I had a secret project, and I was like so stoked and so ready to go. And then it just flopped. I hit a huge reading slump in the middle of April and really didn't start reading again until maybe like a week ago. And it is currently the Saturday before Memorial Day. What is today? Like the 27th or something? The 28th? I can't even remember what day it is. Yeah, it's the Saturday before Memorial Day in May of 2022, in case you're seeing this at a different time. The unfortunate thing is, due to my various health conditions, I sometimes have difficulty doing videos. And I actually did a kind of video about this. I will link it above if you guys are interested in kind of knowing a little bit more about me and what goes on with my health. Like, I'm really open with it and everything. My mental health, my physical health, I'm very open. So if you guys have any questions or whatever, like, I know there's a lot of chronically ill people on BookTube, and if you are maybe somebody that is looking to connect with somebody that is, you know, hit me up. I am more than willing to chat with you all about it. Yeah, it just unfortunately does affect it. Sometimes you may notice too when you're watching my videos that I might sound a little funny, I'm a little slurred in my speech. That is just due to my medical problems. I also do read primarily audiobooks. I would say 99% of what I read is audiobook, and again, that is due to my health conditions. So I have chronic Lyme disease. I have a whole lot of other things, but chronic Lyme disease is like my main thing that I have. So it messes with my brain and it makes reading very difficult for me. So like if I'm physically reading something, I have a very hard time comprehending it, versus if I'm listening to it, I'm able to listen to it and comprehend it just fine, which is a weird phenomenon. I don't know what that is, but it is my life, and so that's just the way it goes. So even though I do have a lot of physical books, majority of what I do read is on audio. So if you need any good audio book recommendations, let me know, because I listen to a ton of them. And yeah, like I said, due to the health stuff, like occasionally I'll be gone. I'm really doing my best, like I mentioned, to film beforehand and have a bunch of videos. So if I do need to take a break, I won't actually be taking a break. You guys won't know it, but you know, I'll just be uploading. And anyways, YouTube stuff. So yeah. Hopefully that's all okay with you all. I am really trying to grow this channel, and so of course we're passionate about it, and I want to post and I want to interact with you guys. I just have to make sure that I'm putting my health first, because I am trying to heal from these things, and unfortunately that is not always, well, it's never simple. So that is a little bit about me. Okay, let's move forward, shall we? Enough of this about me stuff. So as I mentioned probably a few times by now, sorry, that's another thing. I have really bad memory. So, you know, if I repeat myself, I try to cut it out in editing, but just forgive me. Please have grace, because I struggle. I have not posted a video since April 1st. I posted my TBR, which of course will be linked. I'll link it above, I'll link it below. Also, down below, you guys can find my Goodreads, you'll find my Instagram, you'll find any kind of bookish content. All my stuff, my social medias are down below, so make sure you check out the description bar. Big plans for April, it just didn't work out. In April, my family had an estate sale for my grandparents' home. My grandma actually recently passed away December of 2022. My grandpa passed a year earlier in July of 21. So we ended up having to have the estate sale, and unfortunately there's been some family drama, and it's just been a crazy time since my grandma passed away. So not only am I dealing with the grief of losing my grandparents, but I'm also dealing with the grief of losing their home, which has been, like, I've lived within a couple blocks of my grandparents my entire life. So it's very difficult for me to not have them anymore. And to not have their home was always open. It was always the place where the whole family would get together. Like if anyone was doing anything, it was always at their house. So they had a huge house. It's hard to have to see this chapter in my life close and move on. And so, like I mentioned, in April, they had the estate sale, and it just really put me in a funk. It really put me into pretty deep depressive state where I just didn't want to do anything related to reading, related to editing, related to filming, nothing. So I took some time off, but I am hopefully back because I recently just did a buddy read with Katie from Paperbacks and Ponytails, and that really kind of spurred me back into reading and reminded me how much I love reading, and that reading and doing booktube is really a therapy and a comfort for me. So I have a ton of stuff coming for you guys. I'm very excited. Now, it is May, and because I did not post a video, like this is the first video I'm posting in May. Again, I only posted the one video in April. I didn't have a TBR for the month. What I decided to do for this month in May was basically, I was just like, you know what? I didn't finish my April TBR, and I was really still looking forward to reading those books. So I just moved them on over and into May. Now, I still have quite a bit. I don't think I'll be finishing all of my TBR in May, but that's okay. I am just kind of reading what I want to read when I want to read it. I'm very much a mood reader in general. So with TBR, I've never really it's not something that I'm very strict about. It's more just like, this is what kind of helps me pick what to read. But I am very much a mood reader. And so at this point, I'm like, okay, I have this pile of books. What do I feel like reading out of this pile of books? And that's kind of how I've been treating my May so far. Now it is almost June, and you guys, June happens to be the 1-year anniversary of my game, my Jurassic TBR game, which is my TBR game that is inspired by Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, the whole Jurassic franchise. So I am very excited because I am in the process of revamping the board and just making things just better. I just want to make my game better. I mean, it's been a year we've been playing now, so I'm really, really excited. So look forward to that in June. I will have my June TBR coming very, very soon. My goal is to have it up on the 1st, whether or not that happens or not, who knows, but that is the goal. I'm excited, you guys, because I can't wait to just really dive back into TBRs and look into readathons and do all the fun stuff, right? Now, even though I haven't posted anything in 2 months, it doesn't mean I haven't been filming. I have a ton of content that needs to go up on this channel. I actually have some videos from back in February that still have not been posted to this channel. I've just been having a struggle with my editing, but I got a new setup recently, and I think I'm finally to the place where I'm like, really know what I'm doing, and I can just boom, 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 and get these videos out for you. So most likely, except for my June TBR, most likely the next videos you guys will be seeing from me have actually been filmed before this video. So like I said, it is the Saturday before Memorial Day. I have all of my Owl Crate. Like, I don't even know if I posted one Owl Crate unboxing at all this year, which is crazy to me because I've filmed them every single month. So I have all my Owl Crate videos need to go up. I have a ton of vlog footage that I'm gonna try and put up for you guys. And of course I will make sure to like put dates and stuff so you guys know when I was filming. I've been really working on filming, like I said earlier, doing reading vlogs so that you guys can really get my in the moment thoughts and processes of reading books so that my wrap-ups are not 1,000,000 hours long. But that takes a lot of editing and that takes a lot of brain power. And so it's just been a slow go, but I'm working on it. So what you can look forward to in the month of June is I'm gonna be pumping out a ton of videos. At least that is the goal. So like fingers crossed that I will have videos coming out like crazy in June. But again, they mostly will be videos that have already been pre-filmed back from even February, which is crazy. But I have all this footage sitting around and I'm like, I put the time and effort into filming it. I don't want to just delete it and move on. So there we go. You guys are going to get some older videos. I apologize about that, but at least the content is out. So for those of you who are interested in watching, and you know, it's vlogs, it's like some like just topic videos. I think I have a tag video that needs to come out. Again, my unboxings. So if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff, look forward to June because I'm gonna be bringing on a lot of things. Now, of course, my goal is always to be able to post on here and not have to take time off and continue to do booktube. My goal really is to post a video once a week. That is like my ultimate goal for this channel. I really haven't stuck with that a whole lot. Unfortunately, like I mentioned, my grandma did pass away in December, and so I've been having a really rough time throughout this entire year so far. Grief is something that's just like, if you've experienced it, you know what I mean, where it's not linear. There's no timeline on grief. Some days you feel great, other days you feel awful, and it just kind of is what it is. And so not only am I dealing with grief, but then you compound that with my physical health problems and my mental health problems with my depression. It's just, sometimes it's really hard. I'm hoping to go back to therapy soon. And with that, I'm really hoping that that will help me find good ways to manage my just everything, including this channel, because this channel really does mean a lot to me. You guys really mean a lot to me. I really want to grow my channel. I want to get more involved in the booktube community and strengthen the friendships that I have and meet new friends. I really I'm so passionate about this. And as of right now, booktube is 100% a hobby. So as mentioned, you know, it's not the #1 priority in my life, but it very much helps me through my mental illness. It helps me through just life in general. Plus, I love talking about books. Like, who doesn't love talking about books? That's the whole point of this channel. Yeah, guys, I don't really know what else to say. I've already been talking for a long time. I was really trying to make this short and sweet, but you know me, I just ramble. I hope I got everything out and said that I needed to say. If you guys have any more questions about like who I am, the type of stuff that I read, you know, what this channel has in store, if you have any ideas for videos you'd like to see from me, I mean, anything at all, please leave them in the comments. I really do love getting comments. I love communicating with you guys. For those of you who do have booktube videos, like, I'm watching your videos, I'm just really bad at commenting. So if I'm subscribed to you, I watch your channel. I just might not always comment, just because a lot of times I'll have it on the background and I have it like playing, and yeah, or I'm like watching it to go to sleep, and then, you know, it's difficult to comment. So, but I'm here. I really want to make more of an effort to do that though, because like I said, I want to be more a part of the community. So leave comments, please. Talk to me. Let me know what's going on. Introduce yourself if you are new to my channel. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that needs to be said that hasn't been said already. I'm really excited for next month. Like I said, I have a ton of content. Again, a lot of it is from like February and March. Vlogs. I should have vlogs coming. I know I filmed like every day in March, because I was doing, what was it, middle grade March, and I was also of course having regular TBR and other things. So I have been filming a lot. I'm really trying not to be too hard on myself with my past content. I'm like, I'm just gonna get it up, and if you guys want to watch it, that's great. If you don't, that's fine too. Like, this is what it is, you guys. Again, I just really appreciate all of the support that I have received, all of you who are just been so kind to me, and I really hope that moving forward, I'm able to like strengthen the friendships that I already have, like I said, meet new people. I'm really excited and just really hopeful to be able to be a bigger part of this community. I can't wait for you guys to see all the stuff that I have already filmed, because I actually have some fun videos that I did that I'm really excited to share with you guys. Okay, I really need to stop talking though, so I can get to editing this video, so I can get to posting this video, and then we can move on. But it's been a while since I've been in front of a camera, so of course I want to say hi, and y'all know me. Like I said, I talk too much. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, would you please do that? I mean, of course, if you want to. Also, if you could give this video a thumbs up, that would really help as well. As mentioned a few times, I'm pretty sure I've said this a few times, I want to grow my channel, and anything you guys can do to like thumbs up, comment, like, subscribe, all that stuff really does help with the YouTube algorithm and all of that goodness. But I'm gonna go now so that I can get to editing and get the videos up that I'm talking about. Again, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you all so much, and I will hopefully see you in my next video. Bye, guys. You gonna say hello? Yeah, we're gonna say hello? I mean, you're being a pest. Say, Mom, I want my 5 minutes of fame. You give me high five? Give me 5? Yeah, good boy. Say bye, everybody. Bye, everybody.